I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress, too.
Is it like the first time, though, when Vivica gives you the go-ahead and says you're going to get naked in your bed? Is it awesome?
Yeah, that's exciting.
Are you able to hold out a long time?
No.
Is she loud in bed? Like, does she make a lot of noise? She make a lot of noise?
Nah, she don't make a lot of noise.
She does.
All I need to stay entertained is my phone, good Wi-Fi, and a comfy couch. But today, Vivica Fox made sure everyone was watching. Like, wait, did Vivica really show up with a BBL at 60? I'm not even kidding. My jaw dropped and hasn't come back up since. But the real twist? It's not just about her getting a BBL at that age. It's also about who she used to date.
And at that point, I guess the relationship started to kind of devolve.
No, the relationship broke up after the World Music Awards. I came back and he was on the radio saying he dumped me.
You find out on the radio?
Yeah, my friend called me.
Did Vivica really forget about her ex, 50 Cent, before making that move? Because honestly, it looks like she just handed him ammo for their never-ending shade battle. Word is, 50's already out here roasting her like it's Sunday dinner, cracking jokes online after seeing her new look. And really, are we even surprised? These two never stop. The whole 50 versus Vivica drama is like a messy soap opera that we just can't stop watching. And we all know why this beef keeps going. It's that wild, complicated history they share that had everyone hooked from day one. Let's take it back for a second. It all started at the 2003 BET Awards. 50 Cent was on stage, celebrating his Best New Artist win, giving shout-outs. Then suddenly, he throws in a special thanks to Vivica Fox for rocking a stunning dress. And just like that, it was on. Vivica and 50 were everywhere, looking like the ultimate ride-or-die couple. Things got real fast, and people were invested. People were whispering about wedding bells. But we all know how that turned out. That love story went from sweet to sour real quick. Drama showed up, and it didn't knock politely either. And get this, word on the street is that 50 Cent took the 12-karat gold ring that was meant for Vivica's finger and turned it into a pair of earrings. Petty with a capital P. Now everyone's wondering, what really caused their whole relationship to crash and burn like that?
I was in Baltimore filming The Salon, and my friend, the stylist, whose name is skipping me right now. Oh, my friend Daryl Brown called me and said, yo, your boy's on the radio blasting you. And first I went, who? And he was like, 50 Cent. I was like, Curtis? He's like, yeah, I was telling everybody you guys broke up. And I was like, we did?
For Vivica, it was all about keeping things private. She felt like 50 Cent was putting their personal business out in public, and she didn't want to be part of some drama-filled reality show. She wanted their relationship to stay behind closed doors. But 50? He was doing the absolute most. On the other hand, 50 had his own side of the story. He claimed that Vivica and the people around her were using him to stay in the spotlight. He said it felt like a whole clout chase, and he wasn't going for it. To be fair, both of them had legit points. At that time, 50 was that dude, top of the charts, always in the media, with people trying to ride his wave. And Vivica wasn't wrong either. 50's never been the type to keep things quiet. Even after the breakup, he kept talking about their time together, even sharing some spicy bedroom stories that had people shook. But the craziest part? The way they broke up. It was messy. Vivica didn't even hear it from 50 himself. She found out through the media, just like everybody else. Cold-blooded.
You or you dumped her? Be honest.
Okay, I ain't calling no more.
Oh, really?
I just stopped calling.
Really?
Well, what happened?
She told you to stop calling?
Nah, I stopped calling. I feel like her people was taking advantage of the situation as far as her publicist was concerned.
They were using you for publicity.
Good for you.
Nah, they couldn't have been using me for publicity because then, in
a way, you're the hottest thing out there.
Yeah, but then it would be, and we wouldn't have been together intimately.
Someone had to tell Vivica that 50 Cent went live on the radio and publicly announced he dumped her. Imagine just relaxing with your coffee and suddenly hearing on the radio that your relationship is over. No call, no text, just a cold public breakup for everyone to hear. It was brutal. The wild part? 50 ended things but kept throwing shade at her like it was his full-time job. He didn't stop after the breakup. He came for Vivica in his music, too. In his song, Get in My Car, he rapped disrespectful lines about her, saying things like she thought she was wifey and spent all her money on him. He kept disrespecting her, but that wasn't the end. He also took another shot at Vivica's show empire, posting online that 3 million fewer viewers watched the show, claiming it was too much celebrity drama. That post blew up on the internet. Vivica didn't let that slide. She clapped back with a savage comment, hinting that maybe 50 shouldn't be talking, saying his comment was like the pot calling the kettle, and finishing with, "I mean black." That comeback had everyone shocked. Just when you thought the drama would cool off, it didn't. The tension between Vivica and 50 kept growing, with both of them throwing jabs like it was a non-stop boxing match. This wasn't just a one-time fight. It turned into a full-blown feud that lasted for years.
What were your thoughts when 50 Cent blamed the second season ratings dip on gay stuff?
First of all, the pot calling the kettle black is all I'm saying.
Ooh.
The pot calling the kettle black. Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea. That was shade. That was major shade.
Pot calling the kettle black. So, you're not insinuating.
At one point, Vivica appeared on Watch What Happens Live and didn't hold back when asked about her ex. She smiled and dropped the bomb, saying, "He's not over me." Woo! That confidence was on another level. She wasn't just throwing shade. She set the whole tree on fire. Of course, 50 Cent couldn't stay quiet and hit back online, posting meme after meme, clowning Vivica. Some were wild, others just plain immature. But hey, that's 50. What really kept fans hooked, though, was the tension between them. Was it hate or just love gone wrong? People started wondering if they still had feelings for each other, with all the drama feeling like leftover heartbreak. This wasn't your typical celebrity beef. It had layers: love, betrayal, ego, public clapbacks, and a ton of unspoken emotions. The way they kept circling back to each other in interviews and on social media made it clear that something deeper was still simmering beneath the surface. And then Vivica hit the scene again, looking confident, snatched, and totally unbothered. People started wondering if she was flexing on 50 with this glow-up, or if it was part of a bigger comeback. But 50 didn't stay quiet for long. He jumped right back into the chaos, liking shady posts, dropping cryptic captions, and reposting fan edits making fun of Vivica's new look. He was loud with it, and the internet ate it up. TikToks, tweets, and memes flooded the timeline, with fans split in two. Some were Team Vivica, saying let Vivica live, while others sided with 50, saying he's just being 50. Despite all the drama, Vivica kept it classy. But make no mistake, she knew exactly what she was doing. She dropped captions that were too slick to be random, like, "I said what I said," and a queen never explains herself. People started realizing this wasn't just about a BBL or an old flame. Vivica was reclaiming her spotlight, reminding everyone that she's still that girl. Whether it was to shake up the timeline or show 50 what he fumbled, one thing was clear. Vivica wasn't just clapping back. She was taking her throne back. Look, I'm not picking sides here, but let's be real. Hollywood is messy, and when it comes to these male rappers, trust isn't exactly the word.
That he's gay?
50 Cent is...
Oh, my Lord, please. What? Girl, we gotta talk after this episode is
Wait,
over.
Vivica A. Fox, what are you insinuating?
Well,
He gave you...
no, he's not. We had a great time. But he's just seems like he's got something that's not quite clear.
I was sitting back like the rest of y'all, waiting to see what 50 Cent was going to say next, and woo, he did not disappoint. This man has built a whole legacy off savage clapbacks, and once Vivica threw a shade, 50 came swinging with full petty energy. He hopped online and fired off a response that had everyone doing double takes. He said something like, "Now she says I'm gay because I let her lick my..." Wait, I didn't even want that. She forced me. My hands were tied. 50 Shades of Grey, child. Like, sir, please, what was that? It was unhinged. But if anyone's the king of petty, it's definitely 50 Cent. He doesn't just throw shade. He builds entire solar systems out of it. Now, let's talk about Vivica's decision to get that BBL. Was it bad timing? Maybe, especially considering her very public history with 50. The minute a clip of her looking snatched and curvy at the Beauty Empire Superstore in Houston went viral. Guess who jumped on it first? Yep, 50 Cent. He saw that video and couldn't help himself. He was on it faster than TMZ headlines. After catching wind of the rumors about her surgery in the viral video, 50 slid into the comment section, writing, "Wait, let me see," with a peeping eye emoji and a shrug. That one comment blew up, and suddenly blogs were running wild with headlines like, "Vivica, A. Fox's rumor BBL has 50 Cent spinning the block." But 50 wasn't done. He reposted the headline with a caption that had everyone shook. "Who said I was spinning the block, man? Damn, I ain't gonna lie, that booty was good though." Now, hold up, was that shade or was he low-key giving props? With 50, you never know. The man's a walking mystery wrapped in a punchline. Meanwhile, the internet was eating it up. One fan said, 50 Cent is effing crazy, I love it. Another compared Vivica's new look to a cartoon character, and someone else said, what we're all thinking. 60 years old with a BBL is wild. So now I gotta ask you, do you think it's cool to get a BBL at 60? Is 50 still throwing sneaky shade, or was that a real compliment? And do you think Vivica might be regretting the whole thing now that it's making headlines again? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't hold back. And while you're here, make sure to like, subscribe, share this tea, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next wild celeb saga. See y'all next time.